Hello, everyone. I'm Tremayne, and this is going to be sorry. This is going to be my review of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, episode 7, The Outsiders. But first, if you have done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like button, because every time you hit that like button, let YouTube know I almost fell. Because if you hit the like button, let YouTube know this is a good video for people that are looking for reviews of things like Tyler Perry. Because I also reviewed Bra, The Oval, and of course Ruthless. And so we're going to get into this episode, and also, because I'm like thrown completely off of my opening, but I still have 10 seconds left, to say you also find my social media in the description box. And there you'll see the Instagram, Twitter, and other social media that I have, where I give you entertainment news, funny things that try to help you, uplift your day, things that make you smile, or things that make you think. So here we go. Tyler Perry's Ruthless, episode 7, The Outsiders. Rufin encourages Tally to work Andrew. However, Tally don't want no man that's been seated, which we all know they're beating around the bush, but he had his bush beat. See how I did that? He got screwed by the highest. Okay, that's how you seed somebody. You stick it in, and nature happens. So Cynthia rushed Lynn to the hospital. Lord knows I'm so tired of Lynn. I'm so tired of Lynn. Just let her die already. Oh man, I hate the way she disrespects her husband. I hate the way, I guess she's relapsing because she's done drugs before. But, her character went from, I'm a former cop, I was in the military, I want to go out there and I want to save them children, and I want to go undercover just like you, to can you give me some more LSD? I need a hit like now. So Lynn went from 0 to 120. We got Brian and the sheriff say they got lost on their way to the compound, and we know they got real lost because they've been going to the compound for like 4 episodes. It got a little ridiculous. So I feel like those scenes where they were saying they couldn't find a compound, they went on the wrong road, was just a sort of a wink and nod to how long it's been, because the Tyler Perry shows, one day could be up the whole season, or one day could be like 7-8 episodes. So they acknowledge that it's taking them forever to get to the compound. Cynthia and Malcolm are in a relationship. Now, this is something new information we learned, that Lynn's cousin Cynthia and the agent Malcolm that we've been seeing since episode 1, they're actually in a relationship. So this just brings all the characters even closer together into sort of like a much tighter storyline. And he goes to see Sarah. The Highs reveals that he knew that Andrew's wife was at the compound. And I was just as shocked as Docon. I'm like, we know you were a fraud, so how did you know that was Andrew's wife? And we know you ain't had no Rakadouchi visions for real. So I wonder how much he really knows about Andrew. Does he really know Andrew came in as an FBI agent? Is he working Andrew? Is that why he want Andrew close to him? Because he wants the enemy close to him and also, see them too? But Docon's jealousy just was continuing to grow. So Lynn's idea and Ruth's idea that they're gonna seduce Docon. He's in love with the Highest, like in love. So he may work you. He may even, have sex with you. But the only one he really wants to be with is the guy he kisses and has sex with and helps run this whole compound with. And the scene, the shocking, catch you kind of off guard scene is the highest when Daikon came in, was being massaged by two men. While he was naked, one man was on his shoulders and the other guy was massaging his feet. And so once again, it shows how he really trusts the men, and he has this huge distrust for women. So he trusts the men being around him naked, touching him, feeling, being his, the people that he's closest to. Of course, we know the reason for that. Let me see. The sheriff and Brian finally arrive, and Andrew takes an instant dislike to Brian. He recognizes him, but he's not quite sure where he knows him from. So Andrew starts grilling Brian as he's showing him around the compound. And I have to give Tyler Perry credit for this episode, because this episode was as intense as hell. I mean, it was a very intense episode. It was well done. It was well written. It was well directed, and had you on the edge of your seat for real when Brian was demanding that they open the different storage areas, and Andrew was saying no, and then Daikon was like, open it. So once Daikon said open it, it was still suspenseful of what he was going to see, but they turned out to be empty. Because we saw the women hiding all of the drugs and the weapons and things like that. So they wouldn't have hidden anything in a place as obvious as a storage unit like that. The sheriff also eats and drinks the muffins and the drinks or whatever, and we all know that everything is spiked, which I thought was stupid. That's the only thing I really thought was stupid in the episode. If you have the sheriff coming and deputies, or he expected a lot of people to come, to give them something that will get them high, you never know a person's reaction. So they could have had a serious reaction that led them to getting sick. They could have recognized that they were high and that they were drugged. Just like Brian, I don't know if he did in this episode. I think he did it in the next episode where he drew the blood. Because I'm doing reviews for episode 7 and 8 tonight. And because he recognized that the sheriff was high as hell. And to me, that was the one thing that didn't make sense, because this gives them a reason to come back, because the sheriff was drugged. Tally manages to let Brian know where they can talk, what days they go to the market. She says, you're going to get me killed. So her and Brian kind of play it off, and Tally looks like, that she really is the good one, and that she's back into the Rakadushi's way. The sheriff gets high off the food and drinks. I already said that note, and the episode is a lot more intense than I thought was my last note, but I've already said that. So Tyler Perry did a very good job on this episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I guess it paid off the 3 or 4 episode wait of them showing up to the well, actually, they've been talking about this mission since episode 1, and him going undercover, and so because it's only been like maybe 2 days at the most with this 8 episodes. I think 2 to 3 days. Maybe y'all can let me know in the comment section. But good episode. Really enjoyed it. I want you to let me know in the comment section how much you enjoyed this episode. I also want to take this minute to say I have 2 channels on YouTube. My main channel is actually going to share my Tyler Perry reviews. So my main channel, you'll know it because it has the 20,600 subscribers. And then my second channel is new, it's self-titled. It only has 500 subscribers, so please join the channel. I'm working really hard to build up that content, and that channel will have reviews on it as well, but it'll also have things like music reviews and commentary, and try to change things up a little bit. But in this time of quarantine, we got to get really inventive with the content that we produce. And so one of the ways I'm being inventive is I'm going to be doing some cooking. Hopefully I have time tonight, but I made this amazing cream spinach for the first time ever. I kind of winged it, and it was amazing, and I want to share that, and I'll probably share that on both channels too. So check me out in social media. I'm about to do the second Tyler Perry Ruthless review, and then I'll catch you in the next video.